As you may know, when fighting the flesh prison, it'll sometimes stop what it's doing and emit a sickly green energy that encompasses itself and any summons that are alive, healing itself for 10% of its total HP per summon left alive, or 5% on harmless. It also gains an immensely large damage resistance to any and all sources. How does this heal initiate? Why does it sometimes feel like it's totally random? And how do you prevent it from healing if at all possible? For the first part of the P-1 guide, we're going to look at exactly that and answer those questions. Without further ado, let's take a look at the Flesh Prison healing mechanic. For each difficulty, there exists a timer for Flesh Prison that directly affects when it will initiate a heal. This timer is 25 seconds on Harmless to Standard, and 30 seconds on Violent. We're going to assume that the timer starts when the boss health bar appears. Let's pack some damage on Flesh Prison here real quick. And there we go. I should have done about 10 damage. What now? Well, this 10 damage has been added to a damage pool. Every second, the game checks this damage pool and takes that number with a multiplier to reduce the overall timer. What is this multiplier, though? It's dependent on how many summons Flesh Prison has alive. For 9 to 10 summons, this multiplier is times 1.5. So now let's take this number and we multiply it by 10, the amount of damage in the damage pool, breaking out our calculator to do these very complex calculations. Yeah, it's 15. There's a reason I chose an easy number for this one. So our final result is 15. Now we subtract that from our timer, which on Violent is 30, and we're left with 15 seconds. This isn't going to be quite exact, however, as a number of factors can cause changes with the heal, such as Flesh Prison is in the middle of an attack when the heal timer goes off. Other attacks are queued up before the heal time reaches a specific threshold. Or this threshold is reached, which is at about 3 seconds left on the timer, where the Flesh Prison will instead not queue up any attacks and opt just to wait out for the heal. Here's a chart with an accompanying example for each multiplier at different intervals, courtesy of Hakita. So now we know how it heals. Is there any way to prevent it from healing at all? Well, yeah. And to do that, you've got to kill all the summons, preferably as soon as possible. If you kill all the summons before Flesh Prison can heal, it will instead call upon more summons. Here are a few methods of quickly clearing these guys out. One of the most efficient ways is to nuke the eyes as soon as they're summoned. This can be done by charging a core eject and firing it at the center of FP just as the summons come in, then quickly sniping the core with the malicious rail cannon. If you have a good positioning and timing, you could potentially wipe out all the summons in one go. I should also note that this results in the biggest explosion in the game, hence the nuke, so you might want to be careful because you will most likely take damage if you're too close and take out about half of your health. If you've missed some, you can easily take out the remaining with the marksman and going for split shots, or simply just shooting them as each eye summon has 1 HP and each face summon has 2. Alternatively, if you're using the default marksman, you can toss out multiple coins and wait for the late split window before you shoot them, causing a multi-split and killing multiple summons. If you want more info on this, I've got a whole video on coins that came out not too long ago. It's very cool, you should go check it out. Anyways, these things are really weak, so pretty much anything can take them out easily. You can even pull them to you with the whiplash, or you can be pulled to them if the heal manages to initiate. And there you have it. And there you have it. Next up in the P-1 guide series, we're going to take a look at the Flesh Prison fight as a whole and go over some strategies to help overcome it. Thank you to Hakita again for being so open with how this healing mechanic actually functions, and of course to Locke for documenting boss and enemy health and damage values. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one, and thank you for your patience. I'll see you around.